Good morning, good morning, good morning. We're gonna try something new today. I'm just gonna warm up a little music today, but we're not bringing in any of the channels that have issues except YouTube with music. We're gonna phase out the music soon. I just want to just see this experiment today. We're gonna see if we can get it going. So only Twitch and Twitter will be in this morning, and we'll bring Facebook and everything else in later. But right now, let's just get whatever vibe going. Y'all just bear with me, enjoy. Just rock out for a minute while I'm trying to figure out how to make this work. Good morning, everybody. Monday morning, Yoni, December 8th, 2025. Yeah, we're gonna shift into the show where it's gonna be just more, it's gonna be a different kind of show, but we got to go through a lot of stuff today, especially that new Netflix special and what Netflix is doing. It's crazy. They crashed the Netflix the other day. Power move right there. Netflix is doing some crazy shit. I mean, not just the 50 Cent documentary about P. Diddy, the Reckoning, which I got some opinions on that too. I got opinions on that too today. I got to talk about that. I really didn't want to talk about it from that perspective, but I got to just talk about it a little bit. And I'll get some opinions. It's pretty interesting. And we'll bring in Facebook and everything in a little while. I just want to see what it is. See if I can just make the adjustment. Let me see. 5. What people think is powerful. What many people think is powerful or effective. A number of critics are saying the documentary does a convincing job of presenting a full picture of allegations inside testimony and long-term hidden footings, making a strong case that calls into question Diddy's public image and legacy. Some viewers say they learned a lot, even people who knew fair about Diddy's controversy. Examples, enjoyed it. Stuff I didn't know. Like the music, but I'm pretty on how the industry works. Yeah. I think that's what it is. I mean, just terrible industry. That's what it is. I mean, the music business is terrible. I mean, if you really want to know, the business of music is pretty bad, and most guys take they follow, it's just repeated behavior. They follow how the music business treats them, and they treat other people the same way. Some people think it's problematic, shaky, or insufficient. Some viewers criticize the doc for being lame, slow paced, and not providing enough smoking gun evidence for the jury to justify the level of condemnation. On Reddit, one user wrote, I honestly found it super boring for the most part, not engaging. I don't know. I think it was engaging if you're interested in that. If you're into that, it's engaging. But I don't know what to say about it. Anyway, stick around. We just sort of getting going this morning. I think maybe Coco will come in. And also, the Harmony Wave's up and running. Let's see how that goes. Listen, I mean, hip hop is a mirror of the street, but it's a distorted mirror of the street. So you understand? Like it's not a mirror that y'all gonna, because you got guys in the street that really they shift their gears when they get into hip hop. They get here and then. Now we spend a lot of time glorifying that shit. Like, it's WWE, it's professional wrestling to a certain extent, except that people actually die in this game. That's the problem. The problem is that people actually get killed. But it's still really, it's like WWE if you really want to know. There's very few artists that are really just telling their real stories. You know, they're all, a lot of guys are acting. I'm gonna be honest with you, a lot of guys are acting. Good morning, everybody. Until this morning emails. I have not turned on Facebook yet because I just want to make sure. Well, let me get the music going first. Let me start it over. Let me get the music going here. I'm rocking this little thing here, and we'll get the music popping, and then we'll get the show going. I'll get you some news in a second. Monday morning, you're on December 8th, 2025. Twitch and YouTube has got some music on it. And then I'll bring in Facebook and everybody else. I'm only bringing in a couple of channels right now, so y'all excuse me. And I'll bring everything else when the show started. Good morning, you're on it. So I need music in order to get myself motivated to do this in the morning. So I'm figuring out a way to let the music, rock with the music and just come on with the show. Because YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and Twitter won't detect it without the music.
Now I throw shields on to stop me from the and they soft like a Twinkie filling. Playing
so I guess the music's kind of for me, you know what I'm saying?
Biggie Smalls is the illest. Your style is played out like Arnold. What you talking about, Willis? The thrill is gone. The black Frank White is here to excite. Throw the sound like I'm brainless. Sound like I'm stainless steel. I want the fortune like the wheel. I squeeze.
I got Diddy responding to it though. He got a statement out there.
Here I am, I'll be damned if it ain't. Time to spread the butter lyrics over harmony.
Wow.
It's the Mood Killer Death Trap. Yes, I'm a jet black ninja. Coming where you rest at, surrender. Step inside the ring, use the number one contender. Looking cold booty like you're in December. Stop. Button up your lip. From method, all you getting is the can of weapon.
I think this is gonna work.
You son, you doing all the yap.
I mean, without the civil suits, I think this may work in his favor. To be honest with you, I think if that's what that is, trust me, I know a lot of terrible people in the entertainment business that are actually doing okay. So let's see if I can get Coco in here after 6. Bad Boy, the 95 reach. Also, that forced me to watch the Biggie documentary. And when I watched the Biggie documentary again, really just showed me how young Biggie was. You know, he's a big guy, so we kind of looked at him as being older. Biggie dressed like a grown man, you know what I'm saying? But he was really a young guy.
God MC, me,
Jehovah.
Hey, little soldier, you ain't ready for war.
Yeah, there you go. Now, yes, I like that.
Bringing a knife to a gunfight, pin to a test, chest in line of fire with your thin vest. You bringing them boys.
And then it tells you how many people have built careers on without actually doing anything. You know, they just covering it. I mean, that's all the magazines, right? They built careers just covering sport, hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Wow. So you know, hip hop is a lot for people's careers. So much, man.
See the circus in the sky. I'm wriggling brothers, Barnum and Bailey with the pies.
See, I like good music. There you go.
So what if you flip a couple words? I could triple that in birds. Open your mind, you see the circus in the sky. I'm wriggling brothers, Barnum and Bailey with the pies. No matter how you slice it, I'm your mother.
Good morning. Let's go, y'all.
Yeah. Flip a couple words, I could triple that in birds. Open your mind, you see the circus in the sky. I'm wriggling brothers, Barnum and Bailey with the pies. No matter how you slice it, I'm your motherfucking guy. And just like a b-boy with 360 waves, do the same with the pot. Still come back beige, whether right or southpaw, whether pot of the jar, whip it around. It still comes back hard, so easily.
I think when you don't write, you can't help but take a little bit of the energy from other rappers, I think.
Giving him two dead to him chin. Enemy your friend fake the funk, I put the junk to an end. Now who the rude boy want test the OG? I find his family to identify he. I bet you never thought I bust. Surprise, I'm a 45 oak head just like me dreads.
Test the champion zone, you getting bucked down. Recognize the boot camp, play God of Bucktown. Gun thirsty little bastard, always blasted from the sacks of chocolate of Mother Gaston. You say you're number one wicked selector. I say you and I wet ya. Keep the bull for a pull, this your trigger. Cause you don't wanna test me when I'm tipsy off the liquor like the
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
It's the 10 crack commandments. Why? Man can't tell me nothing but commandments. Why? Man, 10 crack commandments. Why? Man can't tell me nothing about this coke. Can't tell me nothing about this crack, this weed, my hustling niggas. 10 crack commandments. Why?
Also, just I want to give some apologies. People talking about this Epstein files with Donald Trump. Even if they find him in there doing wild shit, he's still not going to get kicked out. So, I mean, I don't think Donald Trump is ever going to get kicked out of it. Or they try to impeach him again. They file articles of impeachment again, but I don't think it's going to work. I mean, I think Trump is kind of locked in.
For you to get your game.
The economy's not doing so bad. I mean, he's still making money for people, rich people. So I think that's where it's at. I think that's where focus is.
Breed jealousy, especially if that man fucked up. Get your ass stuck up. Number 2, never let him know your next move.
Now, he got beef with the Somalis, though. I mean, leave them alone, man. I don't know why he got beef with them.
I done squeeze mad clips at these cats for they bricks. Number 3. If you love hip-hop, ladies, rub your if you love big
Yeah, I can listen to music all day, bro.
Open off the words I say because. Check it out.
All right, let me put in Facebook and everybody.
Idiot, listen to the lyrics I spit like M1.
605, see what happens here.
Up in the cabin, cause these ain't the one for the dipping and dabbing. I make it happen. You got your ass caught on your soul was fire. From the Honda Passport or the MP.
All right, we're gonna bring in
I blow up spots like little sisters.
A couple of channels. See what happens.
Like Murray, my killers be
and then turn the music down a little bit and see where we at. Okay, yeah, that's cool. Let's bring him in. All right, now we're bringing in the other channels. There you go. See, let's see what happens. 6:05 in the morning. Then we bring in other channels. See how it goes. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So we're bringing other channels slowly, and we're gonna bring Instagram in a second just to see where we at. Wow. They said the files show only a social or business contact, no removal. Just embarrassing. But if it contains credible allegations of criminal activity, that's a major crisis. What's going on here this morning? For the if the documents include, if it's like The Reckoning, maybe he would get in trouble. The Reckoning was, the Diddy joint was a little crazy because it was telling stories about other stuff that it kind of alleged, it kind of made you think about other stuff. And it tied a lot of pieces together from that perspective. I don't know how true they are, but yeah, that's an interesting conversation. Now, I'm just juxtaposing the Diddy trial. I mean, the Diddy documentary versus the Epstein conversation. Like I'm putting those two against each other and see. Now, I personally, I think the Diddy, the thing that kind of saved Diddy from those major charges was because some of the women were, some of the ladies were kind of complicit. You know? that Jane Doe. Well, you know who Jane Doe was in the joint. She was kind of complicit to it, and then that kind of because she was sending notes and everything about the jury had to see notes about her talking about how much she liked the action, and then I think the stuff with Cassie may have been so much that it's a little crazy. That level of complicity is really what I think kind of saved him from really doing big numbers. Probably yeah. That level saved him from doing time, big time. Lifestyle is what it is. People have their lifestyles, so I don't think that's going to be a big deal, especially in this grimy ass entertainment business. It's grimy. It's real grimy. Now juxtaposed to the Epstein stuff, if he, I don't think they can get him, because all they can get him on is abuse of power, criminal misconduct, and violation of public trust. And the guy has already, Trump has already been, basically convicted in the civil of basically raping a chick. And he's got 34 felony convictions. I mean, how much more do you need to for a guy? You know what I'm saying? How much can you turn away? Just what would disqualify this guy? You know what I'm saying? So, listen, I ain't mad at him. I would be Trump too. Just fuck it. Let's see how far I could go. Let's just kill a couple of people, call them drug dealers. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Fuck a trial. I wouldn't put anything past him, to be honest with you. Involvement, serious criminal. I'm trying today. Y'all gotta excuse me today. The music isn't coming in today because I'm trying to do it without the music and see if I can still maintain my motivation, because the music is how I run it. But let's see what happens, man. I mean, I'll play it out. I'll start the show, and then we'll bring in Coco and everybody. We'll see how it works without the music this morning. All right, y'all just bear with me, and because the internet, they won't. Certain platforms don't want the music, and they're giving me a lot of problems about putting the music. And I don't want to lose my a lot of my accounts. So I'm trying to see what happens here. So bear with me, and we'll work through it. I mean, everybody else does it, so. Copy. There you go. Then we'll bring everything in. You know what I'm saying? So let's see how that works. So this is like a preamble. So just stay tuned. I know I like the music too, AB, but the internet is not allowing me to use it, and they're threatening to take my channels away. So I gotta work on how to get it back. So it becomes a little bit of a hassle. It becomes a little bit of a hassle when I'm trying to get the music back. You know what I'm saying? So I got to figure out a way to use music the way I want to use it, because it's hip hop, right? Hip hop is music. So anyway, we'll see how it happens, man. But anyway, thanks for the welcome back. I was away last week. I had to do some stuff and a little traveling action. I actually got hurt, had a little hospital situation. And now I'm just dealing with it. A little sore. Old guy, old man shit. We'll be all right though. Had a little situation I had to deal with, little health situation, but I'm cool. Yeah. Good morning, everybody. Salute. Short Fuse Entertainment. Yeah, that's home team right there. Good to see y'all. Good to see the homie right there. Yeah. Man, we've been around a minute, huh? Oh, anyway, so I watched it. If y'all watched the documentary, tell me what y'all thought about it. I mean, AB, did you watch that documentary? I thought it was. Listen, man, it's a lot of grease balls in this business. So I mean, it's what it is. It's a grease ball business, but I mean, It's weird. It's because it looks like we're watching somebody else's kind of like personal beef. Like if a man has enough money, he could put his personal beef out there and be like, "Yo, I don't like this nigga, so I'm gonna make everybody else don't like the nigga you." But I mean, all I can say is that homie was into some weird shit. He was in some weird shit. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. But he's always been kind of a weird dude. So what was your thoughts on it? What did you think about it? I had to watch the Biggie documentary after that. You know what I'm saying? There's another documentary of Biggie on Netflix that I had to watch that made me kind of like, yeah, he was out of control. I mean, he had a lot of money. He's out of, like guys got a lot of money. He's out of control. But they was putting up with that shit for like 30 years. At what point? Listen. I could show you 30 years of footage, like, 35 years of footage, and you can pick and choose pieces of the footage that would show, me being out of control. I mean, I don't do anything like that. That's a little heavy, but you could go back 35 years in anybody's life and find little pieces of footage that would show them being out of control. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess, you know what I'm saying? I mean, but, yeah, he's a little next level. I mean, there's a lot of shit that I didn't want to know about the brother that was in the documentary. Like, I didn't really want to know that shit. But, they was putting when they had the stripper dude, and they was putting pictures up of the stripper dude, I was laughing my ass off. I was like, yo, whoever this dude pissed off, I guess he must have pissed Biff off. I was like, I'd never want to piss Biff off. What this documentary told me to do was not ever piss off 50 Cent. That's all the documentary. That's what it told me. Like, do not piss off 50 Cent. You know what I'm saying? Because it's crazy. like this nigga will go through lengths to make sure, you know what I'm saying? And, so don't fuck with him. And he got all the money in the world. So leave Fifth alone. You know what I'm saying? Don't. Listen, let me just put the clarification up. Mrs. 50 Cent, I ain't got no smoke with you ever. I got nothing but love for you, my brother. I got nothing but love for you. Please. Nigga. Yeah, I've been handling the weather. I wasn't in New York. I just got back. And I hate this shit. I hate this fucking weather. I hate the cold. Right now in New York, it's going to be like 15 degrees outside. What I think that's a great question. You said that's what really got me going here, because when I'm looking at the video, the thing, it's almost insinuating that he was responsible for those. And you know how it is when the police cold case look at, I don't think they're still looking to find out, to be honest with you. But when they start to look at the evidence, it starts to look crazy. You know what I'm saying? Just hold on, let me see. Is my mic clear? Yeah. Yeah, it just starts to look a little crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? So, release. Just working on it. Yeah, it's working on my my gate, the noise gate on my microphone. I know all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't learn that shit so many years. I know all that shit. I just mad because I couldn't get my music rocking. I had a nice little playlist, but I got a notation from the music that they was gonna shut down some of my accounts, and I got a couple of accounts, especially my MOP. It's got fucking hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people on it, and that's a big part of my audience. So I have to figure out a way to manage that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the world famous. Last night at the Paramount Theater, Brooklyn, downtown Brooklyn, the world famous was rocking with Raekwon and Havoc, and I love it. I love it. The boys came out there, did their thing. It was a great event, sold out show. I mean, I got nothing against the older hip hop guys going out there doing their thing. I like to take it around the world more. Oh yeah, more stuff came out. What came out during the Keefe D trial? Here's my problem with the bodyguards though. The bodyguard, I'm gonna start the show. The bodyguards. My problem with the bodyguards is that y'all was there. So how come y'all didn't do something? If it was so bad, why didn't y'all do something while y'all was there? You know what I'm saying? And homegirl Dickerson, I think her name is. She came out and got the big lawsuit going on later on down the line too. So a lot of that stuff, I don't know why didn't y'all go early? Get it? You know what I'm saying? Go after the nigga early. There was people jumping on him early. Did you listen to Professor Griff and all them dudes? They've been on it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand why. Anyway, let me start the show real quick, and then we'll see if Coco and Kimmy's coming in. But let me get the show going early, and I'm sorry about the lack of music, but it's okay. Yeah.
Hey Dad, it's Dahlia. Congratulations on your new show. I know how you get, so don't be too rough on him. Love you and good luck. Bye.
Incomparable Uncle Lays, a.k.a. Lays Elliott, a.k.a. Lazy Lays from the world famous, kicking it with you in topics about health, politics, music, art, culture, and now, for your host, the legendary Uncle
Legendary.
Lays.
Hey, yo. What's up, y'all?
Shit, boy, and yo, Lays is rock. Yo, get in there and tell the people what it is, man. Let them know what this thing is all about.
Come on, man.
Information.
That's what we do. Good morning. Without the music, I still got it. Okay, I still got it. Let's see where I'm at. Misa mad about. What you say? Misa's mad about Gene Deal saying. I don't. See, my problem. Again, we go back to my issue. My issue with all of this, and very simply, is that without him, none of these guys would be famous. Without knowing this guy, you say a lot of names that you would never say. You would never say, and I don't know the brother, but you would never say a Gene Deal. You would never say a lot of these guys. I don't know the brother without this guy. So I don't know the whole story. I don't know if he left. If he was down with the shit and then he said I had enough or whatever the case may be, but it's just bad that it's out on the internet. The fact that it's out on the internet is bad. And the moral of the story is don't ever piss off 50 Cent. Good morning, everybody else in the business. Leave Mr. 50 Cent alone. If you just call him. If you got a problem with it, just holler at him on the phone. Like, hey man, I just want to talk to you. I disagree with what you're saying. This is how you talk to 50. Hey man, much respect, man. I just want to say I disagree with what you're saying, but I'm never ever going to say nothing on the internet. You got way too much money. You got way too much money and too much time. And you're way too clear to fuck around. I'm not messing with you, brother. I am not beefing with you. I don't understand how, and much respect to Ja Rule. I know they got that personal shit, but I don't understand how anybody goes to beef with a guy like 50 Cent. 50 Cent is relentless. Hey, I'll hit you back after my show. I'm just doing a show right now. I'll hit you back after. All right. Yeah. That's by the way, the world famous will be in Europe. That was one of the European agents. They will be in Europe for 40 cities, big tour in 2026. So again, that train keeps going. We are very happy the Brownsville's finest. I think I'm gonna do one more tour before right now I'm just letting the boys are going out there doing some stuff, so I want them to go do it, and I'm gonna sit my, I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do, sit down, stay behind the scenes. I think I put my work in, 30. Shout out to Brownsville, shout out to my neighborhood, the Hill That's Real, 35 years plus, 37 years. I think I put my work in. Thank you. Thank you. But I'm gonna do one more year. We're gonna get out there, hit Europe, because I love Europe. Ultimately, I'm actually gonna live in Europe at some point. I'm gonna buy a nice little crib out there, maybe open up a hotel or something in Europe, and just when y'all come over and show you how it is out in Europe. I love Europe. Switzerland is one of my favorite countries. All that stuff. So I'm definitely down with the European energy. It's a little different than American energy. American energy is kind of wacky, but European energy is kind of cool. And you get the connections. Everything is still the same because the internet, everything is small. So, and from Europe, you could pop over the spots that you wouldn't think about. You could pop down to Africa, no stress. You could pop around a lot. So Europe is definitely dope. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you can go from Germany to Africa, hang out, go to Morocco, from France, it's nothing, go to Greece and go vibe out in Greece. And everybody love hip hop, and they love it differently than the United States. It's, the European hip hop, love for hip hop is a little bit more organic. And for a guy like me, who's a real hip hop dude, not the flashy kind of hip hop dude, it kind of makes sense for a guy like me to go out there and chill and maybe, open up a label and all that kind of stuff. I'm working on that now. I was putting it against the Trump stuff in the Epstein files, and I don't think would ever come out from the Epstein files. I don't care what they say. Nothing's going to happen to Donald Trump. The only thing that's going to happen to him is Father Time. We'll get him. That's the only. They'll take him down, and because the as much as they're mad at him, the country is actually not doing so bad economically. As long as the money stay flowing through the United States, this is the biggest economy in the world. As long as the money stay flowing in the U.S., nothing's ever going to happen to Trump. They're not going to get rid of him. They're not going to do it. They'll. Oh my God, Trump is crazy, but they're not going to do nothing to Trump. Some of the things I saw on the internet this week, I was definitely watching because I was in the hospital. Well, I don't want to tell. All right, not the hospital, but I definitely was under some doctor's care this week. So some of the things I was watching was I'm doom scrolling now because I'm watching it, and one of the things I was paying attention to on the internet is watching Spinderella do some spinning on there. Still fine, the Spinderella. Shout to her, she's doing her thing. There you go. Some of the things I saw on the internet, and also people mad about the AI shit. And quite honestly, you better listen. If you're from the hood, you got to shift your game up. If you're doing music, you're going to have to figure out a way to shift your game up. Right now, don't be having rappers rapping AI. You still got to learn how to rap a little bit. You got musical talent, but you can incorporate it into your production at this point. They do it with the DJ stuff, so you know what I'm saying? Serato and all that stuff is all AI based computer shit. And also in the streaming world, they've gotten it down to a science now. So as much as we want to say we love our old 8 and 16 millimeter cameras and all that other shit, 35 millimeter cameras, man, that shit is all 4 and 6K now. So don't even. It's nothing. Radio. Yeah, what up, baby? Yeah, what up, Mix King? Yeah, they shut me down for my music, Mix. So I got to do my shows without the music. And I'm gonna give Monday a try before I bring Kim in on Tuesday. See how it flows today. All right. So y'all just bear with me today. I'm here all week though, and I will not be in this cold ass weather. 15 degrees outside right now. Will Atkins asked me, "Oh, how am I dealing with the weather?" No, 27 degrees. Sorry. And all week it's gonna be cold as a motherfucker. I do not want to be here for that one. You know, when the weather gets cold, I start looking at my United app for flights down to Florida. If you have an actual pair of original Technique 1200s, let's talk about that for a second. If you have an actual pair, hey, Mix King, come in for a second. You're a DJ. I'm gonna tap the link. I want to talk about technology and DJing real quick. I just hit the link. So Mix King, come in here and just, you don't have to put your camera on, but I'll put it to where you can talk without putting your camera on. 58 degrees in your apartment. What, you ain't got no heat? 58, unless you like it cold? Wow. Also, they got this guy Stacey Prince out now. They got a whole new guy out there. Stacey Prince show. I guess he's the new Kevin Samuel. I don't understand what the passion is with dissing the females. I don't know that. I don't understand that passion. You saying right now it's 58 degrees in your apartment. My question is, do you have? Well, just hit the link and come in. Let me see what you got going on. And you don't have to put your camera on. I know it's snowing in Chicago. It's crazy. Let me check in on the OG real quick. Bryce, your mother's bringing your jacket. Ridiculous. Yeah, this nigga trying to go outside with no coat on. You crazy? No, you have no heat in your apartment. Yo. For people that don't have any heat in their apartment, let me just take a second and just really look up a couple of numbers or hotlines if you have no heat in the East Coast. I'm going to get the number for y'all. If you know anybody without heat in their apartments. Okay, call 3. I know 311 is terrible. But you should not have, the landlord has, you're supposed to have heat if you have in a crib. Especially, you should have heat. But some of the old school ways we used to deal with it, we boil water, like to boil water on the stove. Turn that oven on if you have to. You know what I'm saying? Things you got to do to keep it warm. That's what we used to do. We used to turn the oven on to boil water. Because I used to live in the projects and shout out to 430 Saratoga. I used to live in the projects. In the projects, we, a lot of times we didn't have heat. So we boiled water. You know what I'm saying? Get a pot of water, throw it on the joint, boil it. A little bit of salt in there, get the humidity going in the air. It's just rough, man. Wow, man. Yo, no heat. I'm sorry about that, man. Wow. Yeah, and that's happening everywhere. Call 311, though. Jam that 311 line, because the landlord's supposed to provide heat. Okay, that's what I'm saying to y'all. It's terrible that there's no heat. I'm sorry about that, guys. Good morning, everybody. Unction in the building, 6:31 in the morning. Let me see if the crew's coming in. Let's see if Coco's coming. I'm trying to hold back some of the stories. Will Atkin, what's good?
Cool.
Yo, what up, Mix King? What up?
I'm in the building, yo. Salute.
Yo, salute. What's up with you in the heat, man? You ain't got no heat in your crib? What's happening, man?
Nah, no heat right now. I'm about 311.
Yeah, you got to call 311. Take a pot of water, throw it on the stove, boil a pot. You ain't got no little kids in there, do you?
No, just me.
Okay, cool. All right, well, you gotta, we gotta thug it out, throw the hoodie on, you know what it is. Throw the long johns on, just walk around. But oh, my bad. Thanks, Horace. Turn off the audio. Chamber. Yeah, get the echo chamber out. We got it. Yeah, I'm mad about not being able to play the music in the morning, man.
Well, they copyright.
Yeah, they jumping on me in some of the channels, so I couldn't play the music. So I got to chill with the music. What I might do is come on YouTube early, rock the music. They don't stop the music on YouTube, and then go to the rest of the channels. Like Twitch and YouTube won't stop the music, but Instagram, Facebook, and a couple of other of the channels that I have, they stop the feed when we're playing the music. So I really want some of the messages to get out to the people that we're putting out there. So I have to make a choice until I get that broadcast license, which I applied for a broadcast license. Then I become a radio station. I can play all the music I want to. You know what I'm saying?
I was about to mention that right there because I was trying to figure out how they was doing it, and they doing it just with how you say they getting them licenses to be able to.
Yeah. You have to apply for the broadcast license. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But that's okay. I got it. We're gonna get it. If you own your home, there's a repair service, HVAC. If it's an emergency, if you have elderly children, if you got kids, if it's life, like say if you got an older person in the house and they get, what happens is when it's cold, they get feverish and all that kind of stuff. Well, then you got to call 911 straight up and down. But you can call in New York, it's 311. I don't know what your non-emergency line is, but if you rent, you got to have heat. If you own, you better have a backup plan with the generator and all that shit. That way, y'all can be all right. This is crazy. It's cold, but it's 20s right here, so it's not so crazy. But it's going to drop even further this week. It's going to get colder this week. So I want to start y'all off with some understandings, man. But anyway, I wanted to talk to you, Mix. I want to talk to you about the technology you had said about the 1200. Yeah, I got a original set of 2 sets of original 1200s.
Word.
But they not I don't know. We glorify them. Remember, I used to do the B10s, the stiff arm joints back before the 1200s. We used to have those.
Oh wow.
Yeah, the Technique, the old Technique B10s, whatever it was called.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had those. But then the 1200s came in, and everybody's rocking the 1200s. So we used to have the hi-fi back in the day.
Oh yeah, I remember. I started out with the SB 100s, Techniques SB 100s, the straight arms. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they were called B10s. The Technique B10s, direct drive straight arm joints. They was that's what everybody used to use back then before the 1200s, and then the 1200s came in later, and it's been sort of a standard. You know what I'm saying? But it's kind of a standard like. It's a good turn because you can do stuff with it. You know what I'm saying? You could I could take it apart and put it back together. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know I've had them for so many years. My boys had them. Oh, I see. I put yours up there. Hold on. Let me put your screen up so everybody can see. Yeah,
I'm digging in the closets. I got them in the closets, baby.
I see you. I
got like six of them in here.
You can get some good bread for those. People are paying a lot of money for the original ones.
You want me to tell you something? I just recently gave away an S900 for nothing. That was stupid for me to do that, though.
Well, the S900, I mean, quite honestly, the SB12 and S900, those sounds have been copied so much that they are just digital impulses now. So they're all in the Mac, the Akai machines have them. The MPCs have all those libraries. The 808, TR-808 and all that shit. So you don't really need those machines anymore unless you just used to dealing with them. Like I know a lot of like the floppy disk and you want to throw it in there and trigger with the MPC. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of abstraction will come back out. Yeah. A lot of, stretching, but he's saying scratching. How do you feel about DJ scratching and party shows? Do you think that's a little too much? And you got to pull that back a little bit?
Well, as long as it's not too much, I mean, you could do some party scratches, a little gizza here or there, but not throw it off. You know what I'm saying? It's not like a DJ seminar, like a showcase. It's not like I'm opening up for Slick Rick or something. They want to see me do some body tricks or something. Nah, a party is different. If I'm rocking a party, then I'm just rocking the joints and getting them in smooth. Like how the mixes you be doing in the morning, I'm getting the mixes going like that, the party mix.
Yeah, well, you know me. I come from the era of what It's like I don't even. I think the dudes they play the records in the wrong sequence nowadays. But I was there, so I knew when the records was popping. So that's why I go this record go with this record, and this era go with this era. That's why you notice I put them in the certain eras together, and they all kind of hang out. Now I could just say you can go be like from a DJ. You can go. I can go from 86 to 92 and kind of mix them around. You know what I'm saying? But then from 92 to 98 is another kind of energy. And then from 98 to like 2005 is another energy. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it like that. But, I think nowadays, you got a lot of guys that are just, that wasn't around. So they don't really know when the records was popping. And a lot of guys don't even know who the artist was or what the impact of the art. They just know what the internet say, like Biggie and Tupac. A lot of guys are just Biggie and Tupac out, like Biggie was there in the 80s.
That's true. And you know what else? They don't know the funk and soul from the 70s and the 70s or the 80s, all that good music,
Yeah, I'm vibing with Mix King talking about DJs and music and all that kind of stuff. Like I go to Europe, right? And no disrespect to the European DJs. They just kind of go on what they're told, or they don't really go on. They try to. I see them trying to figure it out, but they always seem to get stuck in one little era. Like boom bap is everything to hip hop when it's really not. It's just a piece of hip hop mosaic. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people get stuck in there. How do you feel about the boom bap versus the rest of hip hop?
I think the boom bap is the best ever, though. I mean, I remember Future Flavors, Pete rocking all that back.
What do you consider boom bap first? Let me ask you that question. That's what I really want.
Like that Premier type beats, my boy Premier, like that boom boom bap. You know what I mean? Like
that. Yeah. Well, that's a great era because that's we were able to use the S9 S950 it was trigger with the MPC or trigger with the MP SP12 100.
Yeah, SP1200.
Yeah, SP1200, SP12 and SP1200 or the ASR. Dudes like I know a lot of dudes use the ASR. And that was a dope era. I mean, shit, man. That's
the ASR 10 and the SP1200.
Yeah,
those are some dope machines. My friend Arthur had a SP12. No, he had a ASR 10, and he had introduced me to Manny Fresh. This was before Manny Fresh was even famous.
Yeah,
and that's the first time I seen somebody work a SP1200 like that. But the way they was doing, the way those guys was doing it down there, that was in New Orleans. The way they was doing it down there, they was doing it like it's this era called bounce music. So they was taking the Trigger Man beat, the beat, the dudes from Queens that made the Trigger Man. Yeah, and they was taking that and sampling that a lot. Yeah, they had a whole era going on down there.
Well, that's what they used to do. A lot of the down south and the West Coast guys would come to New York and they would just get the craft. And they would just go out to their plates and just make the music kind of rock with their people, which is cool. You know what I'm saying? Cool. Well, look, man, I'm just good vibing with you, Big. I hadn't talked to you in a while, man. I'm back out. I'm back on. I wasn't here for a few days. Then I had the little hospital situation. I had the doctor situation I had to deal with. So everything is cool, man. So
I'm glad everything copacetic, man. Yo, health is first, man. You know what I mean?
Health is definitely first, and I had to deal with that, but that's cool. We good.
I'm glad you're good, my brother, my good brother. And, yo, it's always good to chop it up with you, man.
Yes, sir.
The Hill that's real for life, man.
The Hill that's real. Yeah, shout out to the Hill that's real. And they talked about in the Biggie documentary, they talked a lot about the Hill. Because Big was connected to the Hill a lot. You know what I'm saying? So
he was. One more thing before I go. Yeah. Remember, it's been 10 years now. It was 2015 when I opened up for you and the boys. 2015 at the SOBs, the Sean Haley Presents, and I opened up. Now that right there, I was doing. I don't know if you noticed, but I was doing body tricks on the Peter Piper. and everybody's like,
you know, that's so long ago. You know me. I done seen so much. I done forgot. But yeah, I mean, the boys rock last night. Shout out to Raekwon and Havoc, Mobb Deep, and the whole everybody. Loud 30-year anniversary. Another performance in New York, in Brooklyn last night. The boys sold out show, doing a thing. It's real wonderful to be able to rock on your legacy. Now, I'm not always excited about people just doing like the older cats doing it, but I really love this era focus of going out there and rocking and doing their legacy. Guys like MOP and Wu-Tang and Freeway and guys like that, I really appreciate them. Havoc going out there representing for Prodigy, rest in peace, and Mobb Deep. So you're right about the boom bap era. That era needs to continue. And DJ Premier and Alchemist over in Europe doing their thing, just bringing all those hits and keeping those hits alive. So yeah, that's a great kind of energy right there, man. So yeah, we'll
no doubt, because it got that soul in it. It got that energy you need to motivate. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta motivate. Like I could walk down the street and go handle my business. You know what I mean? Type vibe. It's like all right, boom bap. And plus, on top of that, they was talking about what's relevant, what was going on. Today's music, I don't hear them saying what's going on. They ain't doing no Marvin Gaye. You know what I'm saying? They don't tell you what's going on.
I don't think
what's happening right now.
I don't think that's never going to happen again. I think they have canned rap music to the point where, you know, even the guys are stuck in the character. Even the dudes that y'all think is the most gangster dudes is really stuck in the character. So I don't think that's never going to happen again. I think that era's over. So I hope y'all enjoyed it. And make sure you support all the people that actually do it for real. How about that? I saw Spinderella on the internet cutting, you know, she was cutting Annie up, bouncing it around, doing the thing. So shout out to her. She was doing her thing. She's always a nice DJ too.
Yeah, her Spinderella always do a thing, and she's cool up close and personal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she cool. Shout out to the family. Shout out to her brothers. Shout out to the Pink Houses where she's from. Everybody, much love to Spinderella. Shout out to the Pink House.
Out in the East, baby.
In East New York. All right,
New York.
My dude, man, much love to you, brother. Have a great day, man. And make sure you call that number, man, and get that heat going, all right?
I'm on an ASAP right now. Good looking.
My brother, man, always, man. From man Mix King, man. Shout him out. There you go. I saw Coco. Coco, let me know if you're coming in. I know you got some tea. It's been a wild week, man, this morning. Let me go to blackfacts.com before anything else happens, and I forget to go to it. Today was a little shift today. What I did was I did not do the music first today because I want to make sure that they didn't cut the music. Yeah. DJ Spinner. She's always doing the thing. Always a good DJ, man. We used to spin records back in the days when she first started with Salt-N-Pepa. And she was always nice. Her and Coco Chanel, two female DJs, have always been nice. Shout to them. Always, really respect them as DJs. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to Black Facts. But go to blackfacts.com. Let history be no mystery. And before I go to Black Facts, if you don't have heat in your house, hit 311, please. Hit 311, please. All right. Let's go to Black Facts. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. I'm still a little sore, so just take it easy, all right? December 8th, 1987, Kurt Schmoke became the first African-American mayor of Baltimore, Maryland. There you go. Schmoke attended the city's prestigious public high school, Baltimore City College, winning both academic and athletic distinction, leading to his school to a state championship in football. He was a football player. Kurt Schmoke. After graduating from Yale with a degree in history in 1971, he studied as a Rhodes Scholar at Oxford University and graduated from Harvard Law. And I got to tell you, man, dudes, just to get to be mayor, you got to jump through hoops, huh? It's crazy. As mayor, he became known for his opposition to the war on drugs and his stance in favor of drug decriminalization. Schmoke initiated programs in housing, education, public health, and economic development. Wow. Yeah, Baltimore got hit by that, though. Schmoke developed a reputation for his pioneering approaches to problems of urban America. I don't know how good Smoke's policies was right now. He is the current president of the University of Baltimore and former dean of Howard University School of Law. I don't know. But anyway, for more Black Facts, go to blackfacts.com. Let history be no mystery. It's not like the streets got better. Gemini Mixers was good. Gemini Mixers was good. I like the Gemini Mixers. Question of the morning. Do you feel poly relationships last longer than monogamous? Yeah. A lot of people are doing the poly stuff. Because people don't, but you got what you got to understand is that people catch feelings. So let's be honest. Yeah, it sounds, all that poly shit sound good, but people catch feelings. And so you don't know, and you'll never stop a person from catching feelings. So you don't know how that's going to work, whether it's a man or woman, you don't know. So, when feelings get involved, all that poly shit go out the window. As much as we try to be cool, like, yeah, we got the poly shit going on. I've never seen those relationships really work out 100%. I never see most relationships don't work out 100%, but the poly shit is a little wacky, man. People are always going to catch feelings. Good question though. Are you in a poly relationship? Well, I just want to know. Are you a poly? You in a poly? Also, make sure you go get the Eric Sermon joint. I know it's crazy. Okay, thank you, Coco. Yeah, Eric Sermon joint's out. Are we monogamous beings by nature, or is that a thought and program? That's interesting. Now socially over the last 600 years, it's been sort of standard that we are more monogamous. But in certain cultures, you get as many wives as you can afford. If you go to certain places in Africa, I know a lot of my brothers in Africa have 5, 6, 7 wives, and it's normal out there. It's just in Western culture, America, and all this other Christian culture, the new Christian culture, I guess, one man and one woman, they're going to get married, and and I think that's even more been put together by television, movies, and Disney, and all that kind of stuff. One day my prince will come, and we're gonna live happily ever after, and all that kind of shit. I'm not into the poly thing. I'm not into the running around with a bunch of different women. That's not my style. I'm all about the one person I'm with. And I've always kind of been like that, though not perfect, but I've been like that. This is the woman I'm with. I'm gonna rock with her. But that's a good question. A lot of people go through that situation, but in certain cultures, it's normal. It's normal to have 5 wives in certain cultures. In some cultures, it's not, especially African cultures. No, I got nothing bad to say about Steve Rifkin. We had our disagreement. Steve is a brother of mine. I've known Steve for such a long time. Me, Steve, and Rich, we got into a lot of, let's just say, interesting beefs. One of them, I can tell y'all now, was Annie Up. They didn't like Annie Up. They didn't think it was going to be a hit. And what I did was I just put it out and pressed up vinyl and shipped the vinyl out to DJs and gave them I leaked the record on purpose. And then I just went out and shot the video. Then once it was going, and then I went and got Busta Rhymes. And then, of course, Remy, Fame, and Fox told me to put Remy on it. And then, of course, Tef. We had Mobb Deep. We could tell the stories now. We had Mobb Deep. We had DMX, but Chris Lighty, rest in peace, didn't want DMX to be on the song. And Jay-Z Hov was gonna do it, but during that time he was, let's just say he was busy, you know what I'm saying? So he couldn't do it in the time. So once I got Busta Rhymes on it, and we couldn't put Mobb Deep on it because they was like had a beef with Jay-Z, and they was like dissing Hov on the record, and I was like, we can't put that out with them on it. And then C Murder, a salute to C Murder, not rest in peace. He's locked up, but salute to him. I got to hang out with C Murder, so I have a version with C Murder on it too. But that's when they got to it, and then they started to get behind it once once Buster got on it, and then that's when they really got behind it, and that from this day on, that's why the record is still out there. But me and Steve are the best of friends. We talk almost twice a week just to check on each other, and we have a long history even before that. I was always trying to get MOP on Loud way before any of this. Before once it was just Wu-Tang and Mobb Deep. I was trying to get MOP on Loud from day one. So yeah, me and Steve was good people. I always loved Steve Rifkin. Never have a problem with Steve. Toby, yeah, Bryce is here. Bryce is getting ready. Yeah, he's getting ready. It's cold out, so I'm making him dress extra warm today. Yeah, but he had a record coming out, so you couldn't do it. And shout out to Chris Light. He had that Funkmaster Flex record coming out, and he couldn't do it. I would have loved to have him do it. And to me, my original vision was Busta Rhymes, Jay-Z, DMX. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. And then when Mobb Deep did it, I still had we still was in the I was still hitting Jay up like, yo, couldn't you gonna do it? He's like, yeah, I'm gonna do it, but he just couldn't get to it, and that's why we're not gonna have no rap beef, because if Jay would have heard Mobb Deep dissing him on the record, then it would have been about the beef. So I was like, we wasn't gonna do that. But once Busta got on it, I wasn't holding the record at that point. I would have loved to have waited for Hov, but once Busta's on it, a guy like Busta Rhymes, especially at that time, you got to go with the record that you have. And when I heard what Remy did, I was like, nah, this is good enough. We good. Let's roll. We're gonna roll with this. A lot of people do. That's why the original version stays original. Remix is a remix, obviously, but the original version is there. That was the original, and that was Fame. Fame is the one who actually did it. And then the vocals, Billy's vocals, though Billy's an incredible vocalist. He actually broke a U-47 mic doing his vocals, him and Rock. Rock was so fired up the night before. Rock was the best. That's my dude, man. He's fired up. Engineer. I love that guy. I talked to him this weekend, man. I love him. This nigga was fired the fuck up. But they got it done, and they tried to do it over. And then, of course, DJ Premier mixed it. Which one? The first one was crazy. The first one was in Tompkins Park, Brooklyn. And that was, we didn't even realize. That's when so nowadays you shoot a video. Every single street corner, you got everybody shooting a video. We did it when it was actually good to do a video. You know what I'm saying? Like, when people saw videos coming out, everybody, so we didn't really call anybody, but the park got packed. and we just had a great day. If you see the first original video, that was organic. The second video, we did it in a little, kind of like a little club, little rock and roll club. Yeah, it was packed out in Tompkins. Yeah, but that was natural. That was just love from Bed-Stuy, the streets in Brooklyn. That was Brooklyn showing love. Like, they shooting a video. So the people just came in, and we just shot the video and got live, all that extra live footage. We didn't have that. In the second video, in the remix, we went to a little spot. I forgot where that spot was, and we shot the video. Yeah, the Eric Sermon joint's crazy. First of all, shout out to Eric Sermon, me and him. We were talking about this long before. I told you guys about it long before, but it's a great record. I mean, quite honestly, I always thought musically Eric Sermon was a great producer for the world famous, because he has a vision, and he's also got an energy that knows how to get the guys, the best out of the artists. He's definitely a creative, you know what I'm saying? So I'm glad his album's out now, Dynamic Duos. So make sure y'all go check it out. Go pick it up. He got a lot of great, not just MOP, a lot of great collaborations on it. Yeah, Sidewalk Executive is the joint. Again, Bill and Fame is just getting better and better and better. They don't even, it's not even a time thing. They just stay and they grow. They lane, they grow. Their health is right. So we love that. We love that. We love it. We love it. We love it. We love it. Yeah. Nah, they're all right. Yeah, they're all right. hold on. Yeah, did y'all watch the Diddy the documentary last week? I wasn't here to talk about it last week. Yes, we did. For the Street Certified record, we have a joint with Prodigy and Havoc. Should I play it? It was a really dope joint. Produced by my man iFresh. Dope joint. Love that joint. We toured with them. We toured with them a lot in Europe, and Mobb Deep, MOP, and DMX did a lot of work together in Europe. And I don't think we ever got a chance to do a record with DMX, but we definitely did one with MOP and Mobb Deep. And we wanted to, Onyx was another group that we wanted to tour and do a whole project with, but that didn't ever happen. But we would love to do that. We love them guys. They out there touring, killing Europe, doing their thing. We got a big tour coming up this year, 40 cities. So, Unks, I'm gonna make sure my health is right and everything. I had a little issue. Yeah, I got C Murder, but I would never put it out. Unfortunately, guys. Sorry, guys, I can't put that out. The brother is in jail right now. And I got to hang and chop it up with him. So out of respect to him and Master P and the whole No Limit, I wouldn't put it out until either I sat down with him. If I go to sit down with him and P, or whatever the case may be, and I would say, hey, is this something that we could do, or maybe we can let the world hear it? Then I would do that. But that's a conversation I would have to have with Master P himself, and Master P and C Murder. I would have to find a way to get in contact with him too. So we have to see what that's about. So, you may hear it one day if you ever hear it, because nobody has it but me and one other person. So I know the one other person that has it. If you heard it from that one other person, that's it. Yeah. I got a lot of unreleased shit. Yeah. A lot of unreleased music that I'm probably going to hold on to for a while and then archive it. You know what I'm saying? It's important. You have certain things. You just can't put everything out there. But yeah, that was, remember, we recorded a lot. So, I would build my own studios. So I would just record a lot. You know what I'm saying? We kept the studios going for years and years and years. So we got all kinds of shit. That's how y'all was able to get so many mixtapes that we would put out. You know what I'm saying? Like not just other people's, but real creative mixtapes. Marksman Cinema, ST. Marksman, and all that other shit. You know what I'm saying? You was able to get that. Maybe, maybe. Go Brooklyn Beat was supposed. Yeah, we tried to. That was the BK Gutter joint. We were gonna use the Go Brooklyn joint on the BK Gutter joint, but I listened to it. It wasn't different energy. You know what I'm saying? So when you touch a beat like that, it's got to be a whole different joint. So, and I respect Sesasonic way too much to do anything halfway. So we're like, nah. Bob, Bryce, hold on. Wait a minute. Is mom downstairs? Is your mom downstairs?
Yes.
Oh, you're going to get your jacket. All right. Yeah. Listen, so creatively, it all depends. I mean, most of the time with Jay, with Hove, he'll call us. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it worked. If we do, I mean, I think he's creatively one of the greatest creatively. So if there's an opportunity to work with him creatively, hell yeah. I mean, anybody who's dope creatively, I'm down to work with. Love Nas too. That's one thing I definitely thought the boy should have did some shit with Nas, but yeah, we figured it out. Hopefully. Good morning, Coco. Coco Dreams. Good morning.
Oh my goodness. What the heck? Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah.
The heck? Where the heck you been? Okay.
Traveling, number one.
Okay.
And then
so where'd you go?
Well, West Coast, Middle America, Florida.
No, okay, that's where it all ends.
Yeah,
It all ends up in Florida, no matter where you're at. It all ends up there.
And then in the doctors, the urgent care.
What? What happened?
Nah, I had had a minor injury that I had to deal with.
Was it in your groins area? Groin?
No, not in the.
Oh.
This is Lindsay. Good morning. Good morning, Lindsay.
I figured you was, going to Pound Town at the compound. So I figured, it might have been.
I might have been doing that too, but no, everything's good. Everything is good.
Well, I'm glad you're okay. Did you have to stay overnight?
No.
Okay. Well, good. Anything you could walk away from, you survived. You good.
The thing is, Coco, let me just say this. When you get, I'll be on the 6th floor this year coming up. And so anytime you have anything in that area.
Yeah.
You got your coat? All right. Anything you have any kind of complications in this area, you better take your ass to the doctor. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, and when you get to the 6th floor, everything is urgent.
Right.
Everything's urgent.
Everything just to be. It's not urgent care. It's to make sure shit okay care. That's what.
It's urgency.
You got to make sure. Shit, you get that certain feeling like, oh, wait a minute. Oh, let me get mad. Let me just make sure shit is cool.
For real.
Yeah.
Hey.
You see me in my cryo. I was in my cryo room doing my shit.
I didn't see that. I don't have the other social medias.
Okay, yeah. I did my cryo shit while I was in the cryo room.
Okay. How did that turn out?
My body dropped to 80 degrees.
Oh, that's damn near coma.
Mm-hmm.
That's like that slows your heart down, doesn't it?
Yeah. Clean shit up, shocks your system. I was in that, man. Maybe that's what fucked me up. And then I was in the red light therapy, and I was all that shit. I did all that.
Oh, you doing too much. You're doing way too much.
That's what it is. I think I might pull it back a little bit. Pull it back.
You're doing the most.
Yeah,
you're doing the most. I'm sorry. You do some things. It doesn't need. Look. Let nature get a massage. What the fuck? Just go.
Yeah, the clock is definitely undefeated. I'm just telling you right now. I'm trying to beat this dodging this motherfucking clock.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're doing too much.
It's bobbing and weaving on his clock, man. This clock is dead serious.
So wait a minute. So you think all the newfangled, treatments that you're getting may have caused you to go to urgent care?
Maybe.
Oh no!
I mean, just the extra working out too, man. I might have.
Oh, you doing the most.
Yeah, I might have pulled something.
Yeah, you doing the most. You gotta calm down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Look.
Yeah.
Stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Yeah. I got the New Orleans bucket on. Yeah, definitely shout out to Murder, man. I actually chopped it up with him during the time he did the joint. We sat there for studio and we just kicked it, man. And I found something out that they are related to my family in South Carolina.
So wait a minute. If they're related to your family, doesn't that make y'all family?
Yeah, but maybe not first cousin, but like second or third.
Third.
Yeah, something like that.
That's still bad. Like grandmama's sister.
Yeah.
Granddaddy's brother.
Yeah, definitely related to the. I could see being part of the village. I could definitely see the village, the masterpiece.
Okay.
Connection. Yeah, and he looks like one of my cousins, like spitting image of one of my cousins. So I was like, wow.
Wow.
Yeah,
maybe you call Master P. Maybe he could get you a part of the deal on that cereal he got going on.
I'm good on the cereal. I won't even eat no cereal. Cereal's terrible. Worst fucking thing you can eat in your life is cereal. I was in a trailer in LA. I think of the BET Awards or some shit, and they had Snoop cereal in the trailer. I was like, yeah, Snoop cereal in the trailer. I was like,
get that Master P, the C Murder cereal. I don't know. Maybe get your own cereal.
Yeah, Bryce is up. Bryce, get up. No, he's up already, moving around.
He's up. He's out.
Yeah, he's getting ready because I pitched a fit this morning about making sure he wore warm clothes because he tries to get out.
You know, as soon as he go outside, he gonna take the coat off.
Yeah, but he no, I pitch a bitch for one, son. So anyway, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Last week, they dropped that video on Netflix. First of all, shout to Netflix is crazy, right? Netflix, they dropped the video, they shut Netflix down, and then a day later, they said Netflix just bought Warner Bros.
Yep. Yeah, it's a very, very strategically very strategic rollout, right?
Yeah.
Because I believe
before you can say anything, I want to just put this out there to the whole world. I have no beef ever with 50 Cent. If you ever if you could not, if you have any beef or any misunderstandings with 50 Cent, could you please squash it and call him and apologize? Because you don't want this dude. You don't want 50 Cent mad at you to the point where he starts to gain footage.
Wow.
When Fifth starts acquiring footage, come on, man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, apparently it was for sale because whoever shot the footage in the first place wasn't getting paid.
Right.
So, I mean, look, like, hey, I'm getting my money either way. You know what I'm saying?
They pull a choke, no joke, man. Dave had that dude running around with him, filming and shit, slaving him and shit, and they ain't giving no paper.
That's what he did to Choke?
Yeah, Choke.
He didn't give him no money?
Yeah, Choke ain't get that money that he's supposed to be getting. And
I see.
Shit out here. You know, the rule is if I filmed it, it's mine.
Right.
So you know what it is. That fixed all you dudes running around with dudes with cameramen following you.
Yep. Pay them. Pay them at least.
And they got to sign some paperwork saying that that just shit belongs to you. So, you know.
Yeah, pay them. I think a lot of his problems and all of his problems started with not paying people. You know, just that's the way if he just paid Little Rod, just give him the money. Give Little Rod the money.
Well,
you already took this booty. You know what I'm saying? Just give him the money. Give him the money.
I just want to know why they call him a Lil Rod. Shut up. Man.
No, did you see on the documentary, he kept calling him Lil Leroy. He's like, you know that's not my name. He's like, yeah, Lil Leroy.
You know what? I gotta just say this to anybody else in the world. If you've ever been physically molested, especially by a man. Hold on a second. I just want to say this to anybody. If you've ever been physically hold on a second. If you've ever been physically molested by a man, let's just don't ever go on TV talking about it. I just think that if you do, even if they feel sorry for you, there's nothing really you can do about that. You might just want to just keep that one to yourself or your therapist.
My goodness!
Oh my God!
Men are victims too.
Walk-a-do. Yo.
You know.
Oh man, that was crazy.
He goes to sleep with women and wakes up with puff. You know, like sore. You know.
When he said sore, I was fucking crashed.
He didn't say where though. No, he didn't say.
What did it say?
He didn't say where. Now listen.
See, this is what I'm trying to say. This has gotten out of control. And this is why I said do not ever have a beef with 50 Cent. Do not. Whatever you do, don't you ever have a beef with 50 Cent.
Let me tell you something. That show is number 3 in the entire world.
Yes,
that means
it is.
There's people in China watching this right now.
Yo, fucking crazy. Yo, I just want to say, I don't know what kind of thing you could do for Lil Rod at this point.
There's nothing you can do.
Oh man.
Apparently. His I don't even know if his case is still pending. I don't even know. I know his lawyer is
I don't know.
getting.
There's a lot. What they're going to do? They're going to bleed the man out with lawsuits. He got like
Of
70
course.
lawsuits on him right now. They're
He
going
got
to
77, right? 77 active
active lawsuits.
lawsuit. Yeah.
They're going they're going to go get the money. And I'm
Well,
hearing
I
word
mean,
is he got real deep liquid pockets. So
uh-huh.
this ain't no funny money. What is it
No,
called?
he's still renting out his jet.
Talk to me. What's happening? Why don't you have it on? Sounds like what? Who's smoking cigarettes? All right, go stay in the lobby and then run on the bus, okay? All right, see you later. I'll get you a new one today.
Oh no.
Jesus.
What's going on?
I don't
Smoking
know.
cigarettes over here.
I don't know, but you know what?
Choking a little kid out. What the hell's going on in your building? What the fuck's going on, man?
You know what happens when you? All right, let me just not say that. But you know, it's different. The shit get different when the dude, you know, when it. People be going through shit when the male lion leaves the fucking pride, shit gets crazy. That's all I can tell you.
Oh my god.
Anyway, the Millers gotta have a reunion. You and the Millers gotta have a reunion. Yeah, you know, we'll see. See Murder Man. Love you. Love that guy. Anyway, back to this thing right here. Man,
okay.
I watched
first of all, it was done very well. It was a great, I mean, as far as documentaries go, and that's my usual genre of entertainment. I love documentaries. I love how they strung along the timeline. There was a lot of things I thought they could have added, but the way they strung the timeline together, if that was the goal and the aim, because it was just really well put together. I just very well constructed.
Jane Doe chick though. For some reason, I didn't see that. I didn't see anything about Jane Doe in there.
No. It's not going to be in part 2 because I'm hearing talks that there might be a part 2.
The next question I got is, what's going on in your life that you got cameras following you around even early in the morning in a hotel room? Like you wake up in a hotel.
Yeah, I got to tell you, his lawyer must now know what consent means now, because to get his lawyer.
God,
now you're concerned about consent now.
This business is terrible. What it does to people and what it turns people into is just ridiculous. I mean, I knew this guy. This Pookie Gone tried.
This guy? No, you didn't know him.
Well, I knew him back then. You know, I knew him.
He was that guy then. He was that guy too. He was that guy. He was that guy then. You know. Luckily, you didn't have to take any drinks behind him. That's all.
No,
I'm just saying.
I didn't do that.
He was that guy.
Wait, you know something? You have inside information? Is that what you're trying to say?
I'm just saying. And he went to Catholic school. You know, there was a whole lot of things going on in that Catholic school.
Oh, yeah.
Well documented.
Yeah. Catholic school is crazy.
So I think by the time he got into the industry and they were like, well, maybe if you do this and that, he's probably like, I'm cool, let's go. He was probably, he was ready. He went to school for this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Jesus. What does it do for the hip hop community to have? Let's be serious for a second. What does it do for this community to have that kind of information out there? I mean, there's a lot of weirdos in the entertainment business, but what does it do for the community to have that information out there?
What do you mean? What does it do? It
keeps
people aware that there's like people out there that may, use your energy, use your talent, use whatever it is.
Spiritual vampire.
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you
what to look out for. I mean, honestly,
do you believe that any of these people would have had careers, including Biggie, without this guy?
Yes, I think so. Because I believe that there were before, in Biggie's case, there are many different people, even including Eric Sermon, who Biggie was shocked to when they were trying to bring him out. They were shopping him to different people and they passed on him. Not to say that he,
I know that personally. I know a lot of people because Mr. C, rest in peace to DJ Mr. C. I knew Mr. C, and Mr. C used to run around with the tape, playing it for people and talking it up. And I guarantee you, a lot of people passed on him. So I'm gonna tell you, I personally don't believe, because also Biggie rhymed differently,
right?
But he didn't rhyme the way what you heard with Pookie in Big is a different Big than we used to hear on the tape.
Right.
I'm saying there's a lot of there was some artist development in that process as well. I'm not saying it wasn't Big, but I'm saying because Big's super talented guy, rest in peace. But I think that Pookie had a lot to do with how he was developed. I don't think he would have gotten that level of success without Pookie.
I see what you mean.
15 million records. You know what I'm saying? This is big numbers in a time where that music is not selling. People always say there was a big difference between Jay-Z, respectfully, and Mike Geronimo. You follow me? You know what I'm saying? Like,
of course.
Like, but before that, Jay didn't have the big audience, and then there was certain things in place. In this case, let's say a Dame Dash and Kareem Biggs, that they got together and combined and made that thing work. So I don't
even know if Jay and Big would have operated in the same space. Like for me, I think a lot of people capitalize. I would not say capitalize directly on Big Steph, but I don't know how far Jay-Z would have gone. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Because
if Biggie was alive, you're saying Biggie remained alive. Good morning, Kimmy. Kimmy,
hey guys.
Kimmy.
Hi guys.
I think that's interesting. I think if Big L was alive and Biggie was alive, yeah, things might have been a little different.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. And I remember before Big's passing, he and Un Rivera was supposed to get together and form their own label, right? So I guess that's probably what, caused his demise as well, part of it. But after he passed, Un Rivera just basically disappeared from the scene.
No, Un's around. Un's around. Yeah, he's around. He's talking on interviews now once in a while. Mm-hmm. It's kind of hard for him to tell story because he's one of those guys. He's kind of like me, where we know too much. So you have to sort of be.
I could hear his voice shaking when he talks. Like
you got to be a little strategic on how you have these conversations. You know what I'm saying? You don't just jump out there and say things that could potentially be detrimental to some people. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be careful how you have these conversations. I was talking to my man Shaheem Reed last night about something, and I was like, he's like, you should do a documentary. I said, nah, why would I do a documentary when I can't tell this story? There's certain stories you can't
tell it. Like what? Is it legal?
Yeah,
you're going to be held legally liable. Like what?
That, but you got to be careful because you don't want to incriminate people. You know what I'm saying? You got to be careful how you tell these stories. You know what I'm saying? That's the point.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
Is this the rules of the street that we're talking here?
Because you're not in the street.
But the rules of the street. But my heart is always going to be in the streets. I'm always going to follow that code. Number one, and number two, why would I say something that could potentially put somebody else in a bad space? You know what I'm saying?
Like danger, like unaliving or something.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe danger. Maybe whatever. Maybe a conversation. Why would I ever do that? I would never do that.
My thing is, I don't want to come in on the end of the conversation because I don't know what you guys have been discussing. I was just talking about it on my show, and a lot of people were like, "Hey, I didn't watch it because I didn't want to watch. I didn't want to watch it because I felt
I was just. You would really enjoy it, Kimmy.
And that a lot of people were saying that, so I think I'm going to break down and watch it. But I'm like, am I just watching the same rumors and discussions and stories that I've been hearing all of these years? And if so, why is 50 putting this out now? Is there proof to this stuff? Why do they continue saying that he had something?
You have to watch it, Kimmy.
Okay,
Once you watch
I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, watch it. And
let me just say
Don't
whatever.
and don't wear that Free Pookie T-shirt when you do.
But let me let me just say, it was, to me, it was. I watched it. It was well done. Whatever side of an opinion you have on this conversation, it was a well done documentary.
It was beautiful. It was masterful.
Yeah,
it was great.
Well done. Now, whether or not I wanted to know all the stuff that was, whether I wanted to know all this stuff is different. Some of the stuff I don't want to know, but
what was your biggest takeaways from this, Liz? What did you take from this? What was the parts that really got you?
Basically, what I took from it was that there's a lot of based on this documentary, there's a lot of questions about the deaths of Pac and Big that are going to continue to be out there and that have been re-sparked. And those are some serious problems. And I think that if it was lost to the dark, I'm trying to be careful how I say this, so y'all gotta excuse me.
Okay.
Yeah, but if it was lost to the dark, I think that has opened up a lot of conversation in those spaces. And that is a tough situation. Biggie's passed, his mother passed. It made me watch the Biggie documentary.
Okay.
And then after that, and after I watched the Biggie documentary, it really bothered. It's just crazy because I realized how young it was when he passed. He was a young man.
He's like 24, right?
Yeah, he's a young man. Even though he's big, because Big dressed like a grown man, like he was Coogee sweaters and suits and all that kind of shit. But
well, he had a stylist. Wasn't Misa his stylist too?
Yeah, Groovy Lou and all them. Yeah, they kind of like.
Oh, that was so disappointing.
Energy,
Groovy Lou's been
we gotta be careful. There's a lot of stuff going on there. Kirk Burroughs, all that.
No, he's such. No, when I met him, I used to see him when I used to hang out in the village, the West Village.
Yeah,
many years ago, and I used to see him. A lot of people used to hang out down here, and he was such a gentle giant. Like a really nice person. And
well, shout out to Harlem. That's the thing. See, that goes to your point. Their conversations, not saying that Groovy Lou was in those conversations, but their conversations and names that we would be saying that everybody would not know, and it would bring their conversation to
really upsetting.
Right. It would put them in a space where everybody don't know these people, and so that's why I'm a little bit apprehensive about if you understand, I'm apprehensive about, having those conversations, if you understand what I'm saying.
No, I get it. But I wanted to know if you had a takeaway in regards to, well, for me, it's personal for me. And I think I've told you the story before. That day of the City College event, I was there. I was there. And I actually watched Jessica Rosenblum close that door, that exit door.
Oh, at City College,
yeah. And when she closed that exit door, I was with my young daughter. She was like maybe 2 or 3, because it was like 91, and she was 3. I had her in the stroller, and I had my cousin with me. So because she was young, my cousin was young, and I knew all the celebrities back then. So I took her to the game, and I realized it was getting hot, right? Because I had the stroller, and my daughter was crying. So when I saw Jessica and a security guard closed that extra door, the interior door.
You see, Coco, this is where I come in and just say, only because not everybody knows who this person is, we gotta be careful when we say people's names, because
it's not. No, she was named in the article when it happened.
Okay.
She was also named publicly when it happened.
Yeah.
This is not a secret. Okay.
All right.
But I saw when they closed the interior doors, there was no air coming through. So I was like, I got to get out of here because, my kid now is screaming. So I was able to leave before everybody started popping in.
So,
you
were inside? You were inside?
Yeah, I was inside. Yeah, I was inside. Yeah.
I lost a lot of people.
left.
I lost some people that day.
Yeah, and RIP to those young people, and they showed the footage, of the aftermath of that melee, and you know what, my heart goes really out to, and I was surprised that they had that footage too.
Will Atkins makes a good point. He doesn't like when,
Disclaimer.
yeah, not just that, but he talks about what he don't like when clear people do the same thing, meaning the Wills pills, and they get dragged through. I mean, because you know what? At the end of the day, we the only people that do this to each other, and also we allow. There's no guardrails. We allow that shit to go on for 25 years, and then look surprised and shocked 30 years later when we're saying this is what he used to do. I mean, this motherfucker could not have been, let's say if everything they said is absolutely true about the brother, right? How do you go that long and continue to get away with it? That's the question.
He had gatekeepers.
He
had gatekeepers.
I mean, come on.
That's what happened.
I mean, after a while, even the gatekeepers, I mean, what's up with them? I mean, nobody just decided to say anything. Nobody decided to stop this guy that everybody is now calling PABs.
Yeah. Let me just take a second and call out all you gatekeeping ladies. I'm gonna use some language here. All you gatekeeping motherfuckers who don't have the ability just to be like, hey man, maybe we shouldn't do that. Maybe we shouldn't do that. That's y'all punk ass fault, because he couldn't do it by himself. All right. Motherfucker could not do it by himself. You could be as crazy as you think you are. Somebody has to co-sign that shit. And
think about this too, Lays. If he wasn't paying people,
somebody has to co-sign it though.
No, that's fine. But if he wasn't paying people, it's kind of like what they call it, the carrot, the stick and carrot, or whatever you want to call it. Like if you have a certain amount of people, like all through this, documentary, the one thing that stood out to me the most was he starved people enough to need him, even though he used their energy to get whatever he needed. As long as they felt that they were going to get something, they just starved a little bit more.
That's a strategy. That a lot of the industry uses. It's an industry strategy, because they feel if they give the guy too much, he's not going to do the work, and they have no control over him. It's a record company strategy. It's a management company strategy. It's all different.
It should be. I think it's an employer strategy, because they do that with people, that work in the regular life too.
Hollywood strategy. They all do that in order to maintain control, or some semblance of control over people. It's all about control, and if you can control them with financially control people, then that's how it works. And this may have been an extreme version of that, because especially if you got the money that from what I understand he had, it wasn't like the guy had $100,000. From what I understand, the guy was worth,
$600 million or something.
Yeah. So I mean, just think about, if you're worth $600 million, what kind of person would you be? Like, how would you change? We could talk about it now, because none of us here are worth $600 million. You know what I'm saying? But what kind of person would you be if you were?
I am. It just hasn't shown up yet.
It's on its way, Kim. It's on its way.
Thank you.
The check's in the mail, Kim.
Good morning,
Listen,
Kim.
I want to see what he's going to be like when he gets out. Like, what kind of life? I mean, knowing that this is going on now, what do you think?
I think this passes by. I think this goes away. I think people forget about it, and then he on to the next thing he does. I think that's what's going to end up happening. I think people are very forgiving, and nobody, I don't think. I don't think it's going to last. I think they'll be mad for a second. He'll get out. He'll do something great, and then it'll be over.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't know if you guys brought this up as well, but probably one reason why that may happen, because not wanting to bring attention to anybody, but didn't Fifth do something similar?
I don't have a recollection of that.
The arson in his home with his son and his children's mother there, and then not paying his people either, Tony Yayo and the other guys, Young Buck or somebody, said
I don't know anything about the arson. I don't know anything about that story, but I can
yeah,
tell
the arson is out there as
tell you
well.
one thing about paying his people. This dude, and I was there, he went out of his way. He made guys that didn't have a dollar on the street, he made them millionaires. When I say millionaires, I saw this with my own eyes. From Young Buck to Lloyd Banks to Yayo, those guys became millionaires. And that's what I liked about him. He was the only guy, and shout to Dame Dash, I give Dame Dash, that was actually really happy about making the guys close to them rich. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So to be honest with you, I couldn't co-sign saying that he didn't pay those people or his people, because I was there and I saw how rich they were. I mean, they were rich, like real rich, like on a level of like, I'm in Queens one day regular, and now I've got millions of dollars. And all I have to do is rap on these couple of records. So to be honest with you, Kim, I understand how it is easily said for people who don't live in that world. But as a guy, one thing I'm never ever gonna do is call a spade a diamond. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and let me tell you something. And look, and after 50 Cent pulled this move with with Puff, ain't nobody making no documentary about 50 Cent.
Yeah.
No,
nobody is saying nothing bad. Look, ain't nobody saying nothing about it. Hi, this is Liz. We are not saying nothing, but I just want to say.
No one's coming up with that documentary.
Look, no. We good. I lived at that man for 6 months. I don't know what was being videotaped.
You talking about King Petty Wawa? King Petty Wawa.
No smoke.
Right.
And quite honestly, I never had a bad day. Never had a bad conversation, bad argument. Never had any. And even when we decided not to be part of that conversation, it was not negative. It was like, hey, man, one thing, your thing. We love, man. Much love. We see you around. God bless you. God bless you. Russell Simmons. God bless everyone. Good night.
Right.
Fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? But as far as honestly, as far as the paying people shit and all that kind of stuff, I would never. I could tell you for a fact that them dudes walked in there. I mean, listen, he didn't have to even put out the G Unit album. He was he had his record, right? The 50
yeah.
That shit sold 15 million records. Why would
that was a mixtape, right? Wasn't it a mixtape?
Well, he had a mixtape, then he had his album, Get Rich or Die Trying.
Yeah. And
that Get Rich or Die Trying sold like almost 15 million records. Now,
that's right.
If you a label, why would you want to put out a G Unit, a group record, when you could just get another record from the guy who just sold you 15 million records?
True.
And put out another album of 50?
Yeah.
It was him that forced. I mean, I'm just talking music business 101 of y'all. He forced it because he understood that if he made
Guerrilla Unit.
Yeah, he made his shit powerful by putting out Banks, Yayo, and those guys. He knew that he would expand them, and he knew that the timing. One thing about the brother knows timing. He says, "Listen,"
he sure does.
He said to me, "You got to stay on TV." That's the one thing the man says. That he got that early, and then in the timing, he's like, "Listen, I'm not gonna wait. I'm gonna use this leverage I have now and get these records out now." And he did a great job of that. That built that machine and everything that he did. Now listen, I can tell y'all this because I witnessed it. You know what I'm saying? I can say this is one of the reasons, and one of the reasons why I respected him was because when I can tell how a person is doing by the person next to them, right? Mm-hmm. So the persons next to him were rich. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So that told me that there could be one guy that was rich. Now, if I look at Pookie, I never saw the person next to Pookie rich. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I never saw that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we thought they were.
No, I'm inside. I didn't see them as being rich. I saw him being rich and everybody else being, whatever. You know,
all right. They were all right, but they weren't rich. They weren't richer than him.
Yeah, no, very smart guy.
Only the Will's pills.
Yeah, but So also this. Well, anyway, let's finish up about the documentary. You should see it, Kim. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
I'm gonna watch it.
really enjoy it.
Even if it's just for understanding or just watching it, just to see.
Well, it will really only be so I can have this conversation with everyone else. Because honestly,
Yeah,
I'm not.
I mean, yeah, do it for content. Yeah.
Well, hold on.
Do it for
You
content.
bring up a question. Why aren't you into it? Why don't you want to watch the documentary?
One, because I think because this is too much now. All these stories, this Biggie Tupac stuff, all these things have been said so many years. It's almost like, okay, I'm done. And just looking at 50 Cent's objective of doing it, it's like, do I want to still sit and watch this petty stuff that 50 is doing? We watched it on social media, the whole trial.
Well, what I did, first of all, I don't have an opinion for or against the documentary. I think physically it was well done, right?
I thought so too.
But let me just say,
and 50's not in the documentary, Kim.
And right. what I don't get, I don't look at that documentary and go, homeboy was being petty. I don't get that.
Yeah.
I don't get that from the documentary. I get
well, because I think somebody else actually did the doc. 50's name is on it, but the girl Alexandria did the documentary.
She did a good job. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't hate on it. I really can't.
The way it was cut, you can see patterns, you can see personality. You
might get an Emmy for this shit. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah, is this they broke Netflix.
Yeah, he might get an Emmy for this one. I'm telling you, this was really good.
Watched documentary in the world, right?
Yeah, I gotta tell you, listen. They asked him on Good Morning America. I think it was Robin Roberts, right?
Yeah.
He was like, so what do you think if would Puffy say if he saw this documentary? And 50 just smiled and he was like, I would say he would think it was beautiful.
Listen, all I can say is you never know what's happening behind the scenes. That's all I can tell you.
He said he would love it.
If it ever came out, somebody gave a call and was like, hey, this is what I need you to do to keep my name out there.
And listen, somebody said that maybe Puff's behind this too.
I don't think so. I'm sorry. No.
A lot of crazy shit going on out there. Oh man, a lot of crazy shit. But anyway, beyond all that, beyond personal opinions of people's lifestyles and all other stuff, the fact of the matter is the man has been only convicted of 2 charges that he will be home soon. And the man will be home long before already. We got and he seems to be doing okay at Fort Dix.
He's doing well in jail. He's doing well. He's doing turkey dinners,
drinking the toilet wine.
And beyond that, a lot of our people are in prison with kind of suspect past. None of us are perfect. We are all flawed. We are all sinners. Now, the next question I have for y'all is, once he gets out, what can he do to reclaim his space in entertainment?
I think what the one thing he should do? He should make a Diddy oil. Like Diddy oil? He would make millions if he came out with his own baby oil.
Call it Doyle.
Dig oil. I don't know.
You think oil is the way to do it? Like a lotion?
Love oil. Oh. Something. He came out with his own, and he could have candy flavor, like strawberry baby oil. You know what I'm saying?
That's great.
That's good one, Coco. I love it.
Anyway.
That's the first thing he should do. I would do it. Somebody got to talk to this dude.
Oil. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But I want to thank everyone within the sound of my voice. Kimmy, you guys, we didn't even really get Diddy oil is definitely hilarious.
Yeah.
Oil.
We can't get away with Coco. We'll always drop a bomb on oil. Cheap oil.
Slide some oil to me.
Oil. Listen, Jesus Christ. I just want to say, people go to jail all the time, B. They come out and they Diddy. People go to jail all the time, and they come out of jail, and they start their lives over. A lot of guys I know, they go to jail for some horrible things, and they're out of jail now, and they're trying to reset their lives. There is a possibility. There is redemption for the brother. He may be able to reset.
They'll forgive him.
And I hope that he does, because at the end of the day, in our community, we need every one of us that can help, and none of us are perfect. Malcolm X was a petty thief and robber. You know what I'm saying, with concholine in his hair. So we all are imperfect beings. Let's just say that.
Well, I mean, also to the victims, or all of those who may have been harmed.
What about that lady
as a result
who became a victim, and she was down with him early, and then she put Dickerson was her name? What about her? What do you think about
her? Who was that? Dickerson. Oh, Joy Dickerson. Yeah. Joy. I'm like, what?
Hi, this is Lancy.
Joy Dick. I mean,
Diddy Dickerson.
Joy Dickerson.
Dickerson.
Yeah.
Now she was saying Diddy Dickerson. Diddy
Dickerson.
Dickerson. Anyway, no. What
he was sore when he woke up.
That one, when they had her up there, and she's telling the story from back in the days, because that really tracks a lot of women that have been in the entertainment business. Now they're a little older now, and they're like, well, back then, I was bugging, but I was taken advantage of. A lot of women are saying that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, and listen, it's not only in the music industry.
Oh, yeah, in every industry. I mean,
yeah.
But the music.
So, I mean, we're going to dime everybody out. Let's dime everybody out. Oh, get them all out.
Come on, Kim.
Let's bring them all out.
You make a good point. I mean, maybe there's rationale as to why they don't want this information coming out.
That's right. Bring them all out, just like Epstein. Bring every one of them out.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, okay, then let me ask a controversial conversation before we go.
Mm-hmm.
What complicity or what accountability are you going to have for a 20-year-old woman who wants to freak off a little bit with a celebrity? She kind of like...
Well, she's doing it... okay, hold on.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm not here to judge, so ladies don't get,
No. It's not even about that.
Yeah, but I think I'm going to ask the question, because then...
Yeah, the answer, right? Respondo. Right. Should not be about the 20-year-old. The question is about consent. Yeah. Is it consent if a grown person wants to do this?
Right.
Yes. If she is in full capacity of her faculties, if she wants to look, everybody got a little freak in us. Ain't no problem with that. But when you remove that consent, there's the problem. And I don't even know if there's a line.
Here's the thing. If she says yes, then a lot of times we have people going, well, I was young, so I was down with it. And now I'm not. Now, as I've gotten older, I realize it was a mistake.
Nah.
Okay.
It may have been a mistake, but you gotta eat that. You
that's
consented
right.
to it.
No, that's right. That's right. Kimmy's right.
A lot of guys are getting caught up like that now. I just want to let you know, a lot of guys are getting caught up like that, and a lot of half of them Bill Cosby chicks. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying Bill Cosby wasn't fucking around doing crazy shit, but half the Bill Cosby chicks was they was down with it then, and then they got older and decided that
it's unfortunate. But it's unfortunate, right? It's unfortunate that everybody makes mistakes when they're young, right? That's what that's what being young means. The problem is when you're young and you realize you've been taken advantage of, right? Let's just say they may feel bad later because they thought that, like, you know, in the Pookie situation, you know, they thought that they was going to get some.
Walk home, at that long walk home, when you realize when you call a guy back and he doesn't pick the phone up, and you're like, "Oh, this nigga just played me." But you know what I'm saying? But let me just say this to you, because I don't want to because people will clip this and think that I was in some way co-signing that kind of behavior. I'm not co-signing that. Hey, no means no. No don't mean yes. It may mean no. No means absolutely no. But what happens when yes turns into a no after the fact, and that's actually happening? What happens then?
Well, I mean, there's courts, there's settlements, there's, you know, judgments, there's, you know, acquittals. Well, you know, that's for, you know, people to decide outside of, you know, the bedroom. They have to go and do it legally. You know,
it's unfortunate because as kids, as Coco said, this is part of growing up. We make mistakes. This is part of learning, and at certain times, like we discussed the age of consent a couple of weeks ago. When you're a certain age, especially if we're talking 19, 20, and we've all been that age, when we give our consent, the answer is yes. We remember we spent many times saying, I'm grown, I can do what I want, I make my own decisions. We make our own decisions, and now years later, we don't like the decision that we made 10 years ago.
Ladies, and you are, I am, we are different people than nowadays than we were in our 20s.
Absolutely. Right?
And so that is really the real truth about it. And sometimes the story gets a little bit glossed over when you're in your 40s, especially trauma gets glossed over, especially if you've been traumatized, because trauma breeds and spreads real fast and then locks down. So a lot of times people remember this shit the way it may be different than we could have been doing the same thing, but we remember it differently. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's
so
right.
A lot of those situations is really that's what I'm saying. I'm obviously, you know, you don't want anybody to be taken advantage of, but how much of that is real? You know what I'm saying? Reginald Maynard, the OG.
Good morning, Reg.
Good morning.
Have you been listening at all, Reginald?
I've been listening all morning, man. I just I got another day. Got my guy Terry in town from London, so I've been working while I'm listening. That's some reason I really didn't hit in earlier. But
okay,
yeah, man, heavy conversation, heavy conversation.
Yeah. Because it opens up a lot of conversation when we talk about this, and also talks about the industry and what we kind of co-sign and what we're down with until it becomes unpopular to be down with it. You know what I'm saying? And you know,
exactly. And you know, I was with where Kim is. I didn't watch it purposely. Well, I've been very busy. I wouldn't be able to watch it till later. So now that I've heard what you guys said about it, I'm going to watch it with an open mind, because I get kind of tired of the merry-go-round, round and round and round. But you know, I hope that we get to a point, Liz, because you keep talking about these beefs. Some are artificial, some are contrived, but most of them need to be behind closed doors. That's the bottom line. But until then, we're gonna sit in front of the boob tube and watch what we watch, and then have salient conversations. But the other thing of that, you talk about how should we course correct and not let this happen again. And to your point, Lace, if you're a witness to this, how complicit are you if you didn't step up and man?
There you go. If you see your man doing something crazy.
Because I'm with you, man. I you know, there's some things you just can't watch happen. I mean, if that's how you wired. But, you know, people make choices, and then later on they see. The other thing about your mirror will not lie to you. You can lie to others, but your mirror will not lie to you. And one day it's going to say, yo, what's wrong with you?
Mm-hmm. Fame is a hell of a drug. I can tell you that fame is such a drug that it doesn't affect the person that's famous. It affects the people around the person that's famous. That's how powerful the drug of fame is.
But then as soon as that fame just starts to not have as much shine and it starts to fade, that's when the reality check also comes to light. How many people have you seen have been like the scourge of the earth as far as what their persona was, and then all of a sudden they become religious, all of a sudden they found God, and that's okay. Sometimes you got to find what you got to find to get a peace of mind. But why create that madness to begin with, and that's what we're trying to start. Start a conversation about don't let it happen to begin with.
Well, also, and it's shame. People, again, we talk about shame, and people, shame is the biggest weapon that I think people use. Shame is a real deal weapon. But anyway, Reginald Maynard, thank you, brother.
Yes, sir. But we'll hit up later in the week, man.
Yes.
On Thursday, I got a lot to talk about because everybody be left from town, and I'll be back to my regular routine. But good stuff, man. Much love, Coco, Kim.
Yes. And how was it without the music today? I mean, this is the first time I did it without music.
Ladies, the music is just a precursor for those of us that chime in earlier. This is the part that's most important, the conversation and the topics that you cover. You're gonna find a way, but until then, ain't gonna stop listening. If that's what you're asking. If that's what you're asking, I won't still hit you, brother. It's worth it.
Well, I don't want it being clipped. Because
I get you.
Yeah, because
you
of the music.
You got to do.
Right. I need people to hear the message. The music is great, but the message is more important than the music.
The message is more important, and that's what Ride or Die do.
Yeah.
All right. You can't do it like you used to, but you still do it. And we right here with you, man. So
Reginald Maynard,
brother.
Thank you, brother. Enjoy your week, brother. Peace.
Yes,
the
sir.
OG himself. Yeah. I mean, this has been an interesting conversation. Coco, thank you. I mean, Coco has a whole different perspective. Kimberly has a different perspective. I have a different perspective. We've been around this industry in one way or another for 30 plus years. So we kind of know these situations, and some of us opt out, some of us don't want to be around that shit. You know what I'm saying? And so it's a tough situation, but a lot of people are getting hurt. And a lot of lives are being lost in this conversation. And that's what really I think is heavy about it, because as much as we can lightly discuss it, there are real families that are being affected, from Pookie's family to Fifth, to Pookie's children, to his people that really, had nothing to do with any of this stuff, or to Biggie's family, to Pac's family, these are all these people that are being talked about in this documentary. To the women that were, quote unquote, assaulted in these spaces. There's a lot of victims in this conversation. So, that's why we have to tread lightly when we talk about it, and let's just hope we can do better. Coco, anything you want to add before we get out of here?
Yeah, I want to just say it was a great conversation we had today, and we extended a little bit, because Kim, you had to come in, baby. So tomorrow,
Kim definitely got to come in. Like I said, I had a little bit of a health situation I had to deal with this weekend, but I'm better now. Everything is cool. So we'll back on the train this week, and we'll pick it up tomorrow. Thank you, everyone within the sound of my voice. This is the morning emails. It's your boy Unc in the building. Shout to Kimberly Robinson. Shout to the beautiful Coco Dreams, and of course our brother Reginald Maynard. And shout to Mix King for coming in earlier today to talk about the DJ stuff and all the DJ 1200s and all that kind of stuff. Good conversation this morning. And again, it's cold in New York. If you don't have heat, you hit your 311, please.
Yeah.
And if you know somebody who don't got heat, just talk to them. And listen, put a pot of water on the stove if you have to.
That's right.
Put a pot of water on the stove and boil it if you have to. Heat that.
Heat the oven up.
Heat that oven up. If y'all have a good day, and we will be back again tomorrow. And Kim, I want to know about your show, but we ran out of time. But we'll talk about everything.
Damn.
Have a good day, everybody. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Oh yeah.